The Weiqi pieces were scattered, but the guru remained calm. As he glanced at the sky, the woodcutter was shocked to see how much time had passed. It couldn't have been more than 2 hours, he thought in disbelief. But when the woodcutter turned around, he nearly jumped out of his skin. The hermit guru, who had been playing Weiqi and drinking wine, was now gone. In his place lay a shattered Weiqi board and a heap of decaying bones. The woodcutter was so scared that he dropped his bamboo basket and ran down the mountain. As he reached the mountain's base, he was hit with a stark realization. The quaint village he remembered had bloomed into a bustling town, with sturdy brick houses replacing the humble thatched cottages. He noticed a date on the calendar that he had never seen before. In shock, he grabbed a passerby and urgently asked, "Excuse me, can you tell me the current date and time?" As he heard the answer, his legs went weak. Everything had changed. Time had passed, and his loved ones were gone. No one remembered him anymore.
So the woodcutter left Mount Firmament, but how is he still alive and kicking?
Your story, it's a bit far-fetched, don't you think? I mean, if I wasn't from Hongzhen, I might...
Well, that's the whole point. The truth is stranger than fiction. Let me share with you the other legend of Mount Firmament. For deep within its sacred peaks lies a powerful secret. The secret of immortality. We all know that Mount Firmament is the abode of the Sentinel, gathering spiritual energies from both heaven and earth for countless eons. Over time, even the mountain itself has taken on the form of our majestic Sentinel. Living in the mountains for long stretches of time, surrounded by fresh air and drinking from nature's own bounty, can add years to one's lifespan. It all starts with that game of Weiqi, one that the woodcutter stumbled upon. Gather around now, people. You're in for the story of a lifetime. Shh.
I'll see you there.
What's with the ruckus? Huh? What's that in your hands? Behold Hongzhen in its entirety, next to a ring and hanging eaves. When eternal snow thaw into flowing streams, let us reconvene. Oh, I see, I see. I see I've got no clue at all. I get the very last part at least. She's asking you out. Well, that's a fancy way to write stuff. And now, this next sentence. Eternal snow thaw into streams. What is that supposed to mean? Oh, how did you manage to get all that hidden meaning? But the buildings in Hongzhen all look pretty much the same. Which one exactly was she talking about? Makes sense.
What do you want? I've done nothing wrong. Huh? Oh, you're just asking for direction. Wait, you were the one talking to Lady Changli earlier, weren't you? If I were you, I'd steer clear of her. She's a deceitful woman who enjoys toying with people's hearts. A cunning villain who will manipulate you without you even knowing it. Haven't you heard? She left her government job to come here, to this small town. There's gotta be I heard she chose to quit her job, but I bet she messed up back in the capital and got demoted here as punishment. Then I guess you've also been fooled by her looks. That woman will stop at nothing to get what she wants, while you remain oblivious to her true intention. Hey, wait a minute. Has she actually achieved anything substantial during her time in Jinzhou? Or did Madame Magistrate just fall for her clever words and let her slack off? I have my reasons. I heard she tricked that VIP guest of Jinzhou into going to Mount Firmament. Just think about how dangerous that place. She must have been afraid of him getting too close to Madame Magistrate and ruining her plans. What a sinister... I hope you don't mind my frankness. Just giving some advice, because you look pretty innocent and gullible. Oh, shoot. I completely forgot about something I need to do.
Huh? How did she disappear like that? Wait, are you that legendary rover who saved Jinzhou? What can I do for you?
Well, you've come to the right person. I'm here to compile a new travel...
Next to a ring and hanging eaves. Oh, I know where that is.
You'll need to stand on the tallest building in Hongzhen to see what you're looking for. It's on the northeast side of the town. Can't miss it. You'll see it once you get...
Say, that person earlier, that was Lady Changli, right? I saw you talking to her.
I can't help but feel envious.
I wish I could speak to her like you did, but she refuses to do interviews with the Pioneer Association. Plus,
As Master Swen Miao's disciple, she excels in the arts of politics and diplomacy. Her travels have taken her across the 4 seas, and as secretary...
Yeah, and she came all the way to Jinzhou to help out Magistrate Jinshi for the sake of peace in Huanglong. She's been... How could anyone not revere such a selfless act? I could have sworn I just saw her. Where did she go?
What can I help you with? When snow thaw into streams? You're not from around here, I bet. When we say that in Hongzhen, we mean the Shichen of Wei. Early afternoon, the warmest hours of a day. Legend tells of a visitor who ventured here some centuries ago. Back then, local villagers were struggling with no firewood due to heavy snow. This visitor opened up a path with their fort. People say it was once a stunning sight, with mist and ice flowing westward down the streams, as if many celestial beings were returning to the sea. Now the sight has unfortunately disappeared, but the saying sticks. We use it to describe time in local speech. Well, it's what Grandpa Zoe tells everyone. I haven't seen... Not that I don't want to believe them, but... Really? So you're into stories and anecdotes too? Grandpa Zoe's great-grandfather was a descendant of the first inhabitants of Hongzhen. He grew up hearing stories about Mount Firmament. Recently, he heard people in town are curious about the outside world and how they are perceived. Grandpa Zoe is happy to answer their questions, and as unknowingly, it's funny to hear outsiders describe my hometown, Hongzhen, as mysterious. Especially lately, with so many people from Jinzhou coming on some kind of expedition. They're obsessed with time
Hey, why are the people here so divided about Changli? Well, at least now we know what she wanted to say. No, that's much easier to understand. Why does she have to make it a whole riddle? I'm getting sleepy again.
Rover? Nice to see you again. How are you liking Hongzhen so far? The crisis at Mount Firmament has been resolved, and the waterway between Jinzhou, with the chaos subsiding, our town and city, we owe you a debt of gratitude, Rover, for your efforts in clearing the remaining effects of temporal disruptions in Mount Firmament over the past few days. We're all indebted to you, Hongzhen and its people alike. I couldn't help but notice you've been asking around.
Xingyi and Changli have a mutual trust as acquaintances. It should be fine to ask Xingyi instead.
I see. That sounds like something... Even though we're not that close, I know a bit about her personality. She wouldn't... I think it would be better for her to tell you personally. The magistrate's counselor is shrouded in mystery, and her motives are often hard to dis... When she wants something done, it's never as straightforward as it seems. The rumors and controversies surrounding her never cease. However, I believe one has to get involved personally to truly understand Changli's intentions, regardless of public opinion. About the riddle. It seems you have already figured it out. But remember, it's not just about the answer, but also what she wants you... Then, if there's anything else you need here in Hongzhen, please do not hesitate to...
A ring, she wrote. Should be this ring-shaped ancient structure, I guess.
Wow!
Next,
Hanging eaves. If we look from here...
It does look quiet. Should be a nice place for meetings.
That must be the place then. I'll get going.
Apologies for my delay. Thank you for accepting my invitation. Oh? And what?
Those tokens from Jinshi. It was your idea, was it not?
So, you've guessed it. Sorry, Rover. Jinzhou faced multiple threats back then, and we had to be cautious. We did not intend to inconvenience you. I regret our lack of Still, I owe you an apology in... This time... I just wanted to see you. The brilliant mind that always understood my unspoken words. I am very grateful you decided to come. Apologies for giving you that impression, Rover. I merely have a few questions, and I would... Does this game of Weiqi look familiar to you, Rover? Apologies. I heard about... There is a local tale about the secret of immortality being hidden on Mount Firmament. Have you heard about it? Yes, I have a slightly different version of this tale to share. Centuries ago, a Taoist cultivator met an enigmatic visitor on Mount Firmament. Despite their age difference, they soon became friends and often played Weiqi together. One day, a woodcutter stumbled upon them, having lost his way home. Their game... Despite the interruption, the visitor remained unfazed. They offered the woodcutter some tea, then guided him down the mountain, shielding him from dangerous temporal disruptions. After that, many years later, the Taoist cultivator became a legendary hermit guru. Upon returning to Mount Firmament, the two resumed their unfinished game. People believe the visitor shared their secret of immortality through cleverly placed Weiqi pieces as a... Yes and no. This game is missing the final 20 moves. That was a bit different from what you heard before, I guess. But that's how old tales go. Precisely. The legend may be shrouded in myth, But that game of Weiqi was real. Embedded within its records lies, from what I know, only the Sentinel in its prime has the power to manipulate time through its possession of a complete temporal mandate. For, as the records state, it only reveals itself when Mount Firmament emerges. But how it ties to the temporal mandate? If that is the case, we'll be able to, but our chances are looking slim. That game record could just hold, so I am presenting this as merely a person. I am planning to go find that record. Could you please join me? If my speculation is correct, that game of Weiqi may hold clues to your... In addition, I promise to aid you in any way I can after we return with the record. How does that sound? Splendid. Very well. Let's meet on the I still have some preparations to do. Please, go ahead. I'll join you later. Rover, you're here. Well, as the Wayfinder, I do know a couple shortcuts. The notes only provided a vague idea of where the game... We'll be heading there. See if we can find anything new. After dealing with those artificers, but one can only do so much alone. This is why I need your help. How relaxed.
Changli? What is it?
Nothing, Rover. I just thought... You seem curious about that ancient structure.
It looks familiar. Like the abandoned Court of Savante facility I saw, but bigger in scale.
I heard it first appeared along with our Sentinel. Later, the Court of Savante based their Chronos orders on its design. Every winter, my hometown buzzed as people left their mark in the fresh snow, hoping for dreams to come true when it melted.
Did you try it too, Changli?
We can see the whole of Hong... I never noticed how beautiful it looked. It's the same place as always. I suppose it's my state of mind that has changed. I don't know. Maybe it's because your presence makes me feel at ease.
No, there's more. Tacit discords, humans, and... Smells like a whole bunch of messed up frequencies. Ugh, it's so familiar. Come on! After all we've been through, you still don't trust my sniffer? Huh!
Rover, did something happen? It's in the same direction we're going. Could it be? Signs of climbing. Someone may...
Get away from me! I can't hold up much longer. Help! Help! Thank goodness!
Please stand back.
Thanks for your help. I'm okay. Wait. You? Are you the rover? You're that hero who fought against the Stronodian. And you also resolved a time crisis here with Madam Magistrate and Lady Changli. I never thought I'd have the chance to see you in person. Without your help, I can't die here. I finally found it. After all this time. Ugh.
While we've solved the crisis in Mount Firmament for the time being, public access to the Sir, could you please share...
I heard about Mount I've only been in the mountain for half a day. Everything was going smoothly before those monsters. I must get back. Fooling. She's still waiting for me.
Some of those injuries are old. He needs to go back to Hongzhen for proper medical attention. Times... Indeed. Tacit discords. We can continue our conversation later. On that note, we still don't know his identity. Judging from his uniform, he might be affiliated with the Pine. Then perhaps that someone is in Hongzhen. Good point, Rover. Let's head back.
Isn't that Wu Li? What not really. He showed up in...
His companions?
His gear, though?
Yaoning's just up ahead. Whoa! How may I help you today, Lady Changli? Oh, and hello, Rover!
We found him on Mount Fir...
Isn't this Wu?
He's one of the Pioneer Association. I remember, he went on... Yes, Fuling, his girl... Oh, Fuling asked us about his whereabouts not long ago. Speaking of... Is he really okay?
No, I'm not going.
Don't worry. Breathe. Take it easy.
Thank you. I'm okay now. Who are you? And Wooly, is he? Yes, I am. Can you
Fooling!
Wooly, you're hurt.
Great news, Fooling! I found a way to slow down your illness. No more pain, my love.
You mean that legend?
Fooling, are you...
No, I am. I'm so glad to hear it. Wooly! Thank you, Rover, Lady Changli. May I please ask, what on earth happened? So, he's...
Was that not?
No. I've been... It's not unusual for Wooly to be out of touch for a few days when he... Wooly, I used to work as a landscape painter. A few months ago, I got really sick. It affected my ability to walk, which got worse over time. Despite his efforts, we couldn't find any cures. Until 2 weeks ago, I thought it was just going to be a relaxing trip. But he disappeared for 7 days. And now he's back rambling about having found a way to stop...
Mount Firmament's secret of immortality?
Yes. Wooly told me that he's researched and found an untouched paradise on Mount Firmament. It cannot fully cure me, but at least we can spend eternity together. At first I thought it was just a myth, but then you brought up how he only spent half a day in the mountains. Those were my thoughts as well. But
Mount Firmament used to have temporal disruptions caused by its tumultuous history. However, thanks to Magistrate Jinshi and Rover, these disruptions have been dealt with. So there are still unaddressed temporal disruptions in the mountains. And unfortunately, Wu Li has stumbled upon one, mistaking it for the legendary... Little did he know it would only put him in more danger.
So that's why there were rumors of rangers being here to take care of the leftover tacit discords and block off access to the... Then, if this temporal disruption Rover, Lady Changli, please help us get rid of it.
He truly thinks it's the only way to save you.
Freezing my own time. I don't think I should do that. Dreams always come to an end. Eventually, we have... I'm okay. I haven't talked this much in a long... I'm just a little tired. Once Wooly wakes up...
If you have any other... But if you keep it all to yourself, no one, even those closest to you, will know how you really feel.
Yes, I understand.
Rover, things are taking a turn. We should probably tell Lady Xingyi first.
What brings you here at this time of the day? I see. Strange appear. There are several questionable
What do you make of Fuling's words from earlier, Rover? He claimed to have spent only half a day in... After Jinshi's battle with the Sentinel, She ordered Midnight Rangers to patrol Hongzhen. Rover, you've been exploring the mountains lately, so I'm sure you have a good grasp on Mount Firmament. But if there are any hidden disruptions, precisely. Yet, why did it... Fuling's legend differs from... He was utterly convinced of his discovery, and he somehow managed to run... Lies that are most challenging to detect aren't usually outright falsehoods. The explorer wanted to save his friend. I've become rather curious about the truth behind this temporal disruption. Did you notice something, Rover? For someone with a terminal illness, they should hold on to any chance of survival. Maybe she's come to terms with her destiny. Or maybe...
Changli?
Well, please pardon my baseless speculations. I knew you'd notice too. The frequency disturbance here is weak. Master Xuanmiao's records show that this is where the game...
As Changli mentioned, this anomaly may indeed have something to do with that legendary gift.
Exactly. If this were... The explorer did not tell us about his source of... But his knowledge of Mount Firm...
You mean... Got it. The Midnight Rangers will block all entrances to the mountain for now. And Changli, you still have the power to send in
We left Mount Firmament in a hurry. I need to go back up the mountain and investigate further. We're still unsure about the exact location and it may get dangerous. Well then, thank you, Rover.
Thank you again for your help. You as a... do take extra caution.
Now it has become quite clear what the two were thinking. I had my speculation. Fuling has come to terms with her impending death. She doesn't buy into the legends of immortality. Instead, she simply wants to make the most of the time she has left. If Wu Li wants to reach that so-called paradise, he'll be trapped inside forever. It also means he'll have to give up his... That is not what she wants. Her ultimate desire is for her lover to embrace her inevitable... She hasn't given up, but rather clings to hope for their future, even if she won't be there to see it unfold. Why the sudden question? I'm just making an educated guess. Let's stay focused on the... It's no coincidence. All the clues... Yeah, I guess our old friends have still... They went to great... According to the information in my master's... The place we're looking for should... Is that?
The chaotic temporal disruptions are even clearer to see. Traces of excavation on the ground.
This is the abnormal time flow here.
Marvelous play. Truly remarkable. Never had I imagined I'd experience such a great game of Wei Qi on Mount Firmament. You may look young, my friend, but there's... Please, no need to be so modest. I can tell the difference between our...
This is my master's voice. The voice of the other person seems deliberately erased. Who do you think the other person looks like?
It has been decades since last we met, but you, Well, turns out I had already met you all those years ago. My lifesaver. And you're older than me. I should have been more respectful. So you remember our promise. A new city is about to be established. Having accomplished so, I may have spoken out of turn. Well played. Even after 20... Every move in Wei Qi is fluid and unpredictable. My clan are a group of hermits. We view the world as a game of strategy. Oh, but you, my friend, chose to enter the game yourself. It's a dangerous path with no end in sight. Oh, please don't feel sad for me. If I die, when the time comes, the one who shall finish this game of Wei Qi with you will not be me, but rather my apprentice. Or do my plans seem too risky? There's no need for concern. With her intelligence and quick thinking, she'll surely be able to... The results of this game will... The road ahead is long and treacherous.
You've come this far and followed us here, yet you hesitate to reveal yourselves.
Don't assume you'll always be in control, Changli.
Our friendly chat is over. It's time to say goodbye.
Tell truth from facade.
Still not giving up yet, Changli. We know more than that unfinished game. We are well aware of the price you have paid. You're dangling at the end of your rope. Your unwitting trail has led us straight to our target.
Oh, is that so?
The Sonorosphere is open! Go! Sorry, but you're not getting past me. Jue's formidable time-bending abilities at their peak. All trapped within this...
Do you really want to chase after this legend when you don't even know if it's real?
So what? Wouldn't it be a sight to behold, as this Sonorosphere consumes everything in its path, while the Anyway, Rover, thank you for letting us into this Sonorosphere. You are indeed very special, as the Excellency foretold.
An unfamiliar space. No sign of the Fraxidus.
No! Don't come any closer!
I'm fine. It's my forte. I'm used to it.
You... stay away from me. Oh, you'll get burned. This village was attacked by tacit discords. Why did you come here? No one but the exiles are willing to stay here now. Changli. I'm the only one here, besides the tacit discords. When I'm here, no one's afraid of me, and I won't hurt anyone. Anyway, you should hurry up and leave. It's not safe for you to be here.
Mirages in a Sonorosphere shouldn't be able to hold a conversation like this. Is she a younger version of Changli?
Huh? Why did you stop talking? Are you lost? I can take you somewhere safe. I know a shortcut that leads to a safer village. Thank you. Was there something like this here before?
These mechanisms, they need to be unlocked from both sides at once.
Okay, let's each handle one side. I'll go over there. It's open! We'll be safe once we get out of here. This place seems a bit different from what I remember.
Wouldn't hurt to be more prepared. Settled.
These are the villagers attacked by tacit dis. Why? There weren't any of them here. Don't worry. My forte is strong. I will get rid of them and protect. Discords! Watch out!
Time to tell truth from the side.
You're no match.
Leave it to me. Listen up. Photosynthesis.
Tell truth from the side. Finale!
Grow for me.
You're wide open.
You... Why did you... Okay, don't worry. The village I lived in got destroyed by... They hid me in a safe basement. While everyone else died or ran away. No one when I came out. Now, I must get to somewhere safe. Okay.
Extra supplies.
There's a piece of paper. If I had arrived sooner... some dry rations. Are you hungry? I haven't seen you take... You can have these. If you don't eat anything for too long, you won't be...
Wouldn't hurt to be more prepared.
More tacit discords. I'll handle them.
Okay.
Not bad, huh? Feel my wrath!
Bloom! Bask in the sunlight.
Wind Rider.
Is this?
Yes. And those tacit discord.
For emergencies.
It might look kind of scary, but actually, it doesn't. Of course. I'm a resonator too, you know. My forte is a powerful one. Nothing's brighter and warmer than fire. It can burn away the cold and drive away monsters. That's because I don't know how to properly control it yet. The resonator who taught me about my forte said if I don't use it properly, they also said a lot of things I couldn't understand. Told me I shouldn't use it too often. But if I don't use my forte, I'd get eaten by the tacit discords or killed by the bad people. What's the point of living a longer life if I can't even survive? I want to live. I want to become a strong grown-up. I want to have good control of my power and protect the people who protect... And then... I'll make a peace... Yes. According to the village teacher, that means children will no longer be in danger from monsters. But I've still got lots to learn. So, I'll need to find... Thank you. I want to become as strong as you are. What a strange place. It's supposed to look familiar, but there are so many things I've never seen before. This door... I don't know why, but I keep getting the feeling that I've been here before. It's so weird. Let's look around. Maybe we'll find something. this?
A mirage of the past. This place. These are my memories, recreated inside this sonorosphere. As I stepped inside, both Rover and the Fraxidus vanished in a sonorosphere affected by temp. Did he do this to mislead? I should be careful. Whatever the case, I must find.
I'm starving. Oh, this thing. Oh. If I burn it a bit with my fire, I can eat it, I guess. I can do it.
Yes. Back then, I didn't know how to control my flames. I could only brute force my way out again. My body was always covered in burns.
Testing element.
Photosynthesis.
Tell truth from facade.
Leave it to me.
You're wide open.
Take form.
Make it fast. Glad you found them useful. This place. The spaces.
Please.
You misunderstood.
But you told me. The path to safety lies in embracing fortuitous moments.
Well, I only said those words on...
I've heard Master Xuanmiao is a wise hermit guru who helps people. Can you, maybe... I want to live. Learn to control my power and become strong.
Do you know?
I think... I'm a resonator too.
The moment at hand, this very moment, is the best of our love.
Such a fearful power. If not used wisely, it may engulf you in return. Without proper guidance, you will eventually be reduced to ashes. Alas, perhaps this is fate. I can teach you how to control your power, but in this world of ups and downs, rely. If you long for a peaceful and prosperous world, you must utilize your own intellect to choose. Come over, child. You bear the powers of flame manipulation. A phoenix born from fire. One that shall bring peace to this world. From this day on, your name will be Changli.
Do you have to go, Master?
My time.
I guess this is another riddle from my master.
I think I'm remembering something. I've been looking for something for a long, long time. I don't know. But I'm starting to wonder why I'm even here. Everything looks so different, and why do you look so familiar? We've never met before. Huh?
We might be able to open that door with it. What will we find behind that door?
Yeah. I hope so.
For emergencies.
A scheme would be grander than naught to vanquish malevolence in its nascent guise.
Master?
Changli, you have done well. Now that you have found the answers you seek, it is time to begin your journey. From this moment on, the choices you make and the plans you lay out, they will all lead to that future.
Changli.
Sorry I kept you waiting.
This place! Run! It's a trap! They played us!
Crosscut. Sever.
Mommy! Luminous energy.
Wind Rider. Tell truth from facade.
Bloom. Listen up.
Together we vanish. Sever.
Perish in flames.
Take form.
Tell truth from facade. Don't you worry. I can take it.
Roll for me. Bask in the sunlight.
I can take it.
Feathers incinerate. Who's the caged bird now?
Wind Rider.
Don't worry. This game is almost over. Can you feel it? It's warm. Doesn't hurt at all. See?
It's so beautiful. Wooly, this is the miracle we've been waiting to see. It's hope.
Fooling.
It's over.
Did you find what you were looking for? Thank you for your help. The Midnight Rangers have successfully apprehended all remaining Fraxidus members in the mountain. I lost all contact with you during this whole time. Did you run into any trouble? Temporal disruption, hidden in... I never thought the solution would be to burn... You went too far back there, Changli.
I know my limit.
Rover. Lady Changli.
Wooly is fine now. Thanks. After all, it's been almost 5.
I never properly thanked you for...
No need for that. The Fraxidus had their eyes on the same thing.
We will never forget.
As for the truth behind the so-called secret of Immortal, I had a gut feeling it would turn out to be a disappointment. But this isn't the first time this has happened. I've talked about it with Fooling. From now on, I'll...
Until the day when I can no longer hold a pen. I've already talked to the folks at the publishing house, and they're happy to let me continue. My eventual departure may be unavoidable, but I want to give it my all until the very end.
I know you've already looked past death. But remember, there are people who care about you. They want you to live on and be happy.
Yes, I understand. We could stay together a little long.
Of course, Fooling.
It's not time to be sad yet, is it? I've compiled a list of renowned doctors in Huanglong.
Lady Changli.
If you're feeling generous and want to repay me, I hope to see Fooling's work in the next... Everyone's been missing seeing their favorite landscape artists. Are you surprised? Now that the situation... After going through so much, you must be exhausted. Me? Well, I think Lady Xing-Yi could use the extra help in dealing with the aftermath.
It's getting late. Maybe we should wait until we get back to discuss anything else.
Two days have passed since Changli told me that she and Xing-Yi would handle the aftermath. I wonder how she's doing.
Are you worried? Let's just go ask her then.
Might as well. Changli can be difficult to find. Let's go ask Xingyi first.
Greetings.
How are you feeling, Rover? Well rested, I hope. Aw, can't you see I'm perfectly fine, sitting right in front of you? Don't worry, Rover. We're only having a casual conversation today. Besides, you only agreed to join me here for more questions, right? Oh, is that... Sure, ask away. I'm happy to answer them to the best of my ability. Indeed, those memories, they were all... Yes, that's all in the past. Just a little homeless girl with no name. I never thought we could make new memories in the Sonorosphere, where only the past repeats itself. A moment of companionship and protection meant everything to me. I can sense your unspoken question. Did I sacrifice my life when I burned down the Sonorosphere, like when I was a child? What I told you there was true, but I've grown and gained control over my powers. Using my forte now won't harm me in any way. Of that you can rest assured. Also, if you really are the legendary person who changed the course of history, then you are perhaps the closest to immortality, aside from our sentinel. We mortals come and go. Our lives are full of meetings and goodbyes. Our time on this earth is fleeting compared to yours, so don't let it bother you. I see. Perhaps this is why it's so hard to leave. Then, would you be willing to finish that game of Weiqi with me instead? The young orphan girl carried on. Everywhere she looked, tragedies rampant. As lament engulfed the globe, a world torn by monsters, filled with homeless souls. With her own blood as fire, she drove away the cold. And her master said, "In this tumultuous world, lives are fragile as mayflies." She couldn't exhaust herself to save those before her. But she must endure to ignite a brighter tomorrow. She wielded her wits to evade harm, treading on knives with care, alone, yet maturing through stumbles. Later on, she became someone else's teacher. She taught the future leader this: to guide conscience and secure prosperity for the people, to continue lost teachings of past sages and establish peace for all. I will be the torchbearer, for one person can't rid the world of chaos alone. One day, a future of prosperity and lasting peace will arrive.